Mic check. What's the deal? What's the deal? What's the deal, Viral Gang? It's another one. We back at it. What's the word to all the viral members out there, man? Shout out to y'all. Y'all been going crazy. You know we rocking with y'all, you feel me? Because y'all been rocking with us, holding us down. So we gonna hold y'all down. As always, it's your host that do the most, Mr. Viral himself, a.k.a. the villain, because they hate me for my opinion. As always, I got the co-host in the building. Talk to him, bro.
Man, Long Beach Messiah, we in this bitch, man. You already know what time it is. We're here to lead the way.
Messiah the Great, we here to lead the way. Long Beach, we got us. To the culture, we got us. Shout out all the real ones that's standing on business. This is what Kendrick say. It's not enough. Few solid niggas left, but it's not enough. You bitches that are really stepped, but it's not enough. It ain't enough of us, you feel me? But we gonna hold it down.
Hey, I want to shout out to the haters and them trollers. Them niggas be having me crying. Y'all niggas, y'all keep me laughing, cuz I can't even lie. Like,
Hey, that's crazy. I'm gonna shout the haters out. Shout out to Keem Sideburns, cuz.
hey, he gonna really hate that one.
Hey, when you wake up at 6:58 a.m. to tell a nigga he trash.
That's crazy. You a real fan. Cuz a viral fan. When you a viral hater, just know you a viral fan.
Hey, I just woke up, cuz like y'all trash.
Nigga just got done brushing his teeth. Cuz, what was you doing? Cuz, knew a nigga was getting up early. This nigga wild.
Hey, first thing in the morning, the viral was on cuz mine. That's wild business.
That's deep.
Hey, but it's a lot going on. Academics jumped out the. He didn't even jump out the window. He did some weird shit. We gonna get into that a little later because it's gonna get serious when we get into that one. We got a 500-pound woman suing because she couldn't fit in the car. Crazy work.
Yeah, that's deep.
Crazy work, and we definitely got to talk about that.
No, she couldn't fit her. The nigga refused service.
It was a little bit. We gonna jump. Which one you want to jump in first? And we got Melly Mel jumped out the window on the FBAs and the Puerto Ricans. He snapped on everybody.
Yeah, that was. I think context matters with that one though, because a lot of people only got like those clips that just thinking that Cub was just basically saying like "fuck everybody," nigga. He created hip hop type shit. So.
Melly Mel made the news recently. He jumped out there and defended Fat Joe, damn near saying that blacks didn't create hip hop, Puerto Ricans didn't create hip hop. He really didn't give a specific. Well, actually, he did.
He named three black
the
niggas.
Names. He named the names. So he basically said hip hop started in the Bronx. He was there. He was 16. He named Kool Herc. And I'm going to look up the other two names that he named. Basically saying these are the pillars of hip hop. I'm actually going to probably play the clip for y'all if I can find it. All I keep finding is reactions. I probably should have loaded this up before we started. But basically, he jumped out there and told everybody who had an opinion on who started hip hop. Was it the FBAs? Did the Puerto Ricans help? Was it this person, that person? He said, if you weren't there, then don't say anything. Because he was there. Oh yeah, hook up to the Bluetooth so we could play that. So what is y'all take on this? Because I'm confused by his outrage. It's Roadcaster. I'm confused by his outrage because I don't know anybody who's not credited in the Bronx for starting hip hop. Everybody acknowledges where it started. No one denies it. Whoever does hip hop is directly influenced by the Bronx, New York. New York started hip hop. It started in the Bronx. Everybody acknowledges that. So him bringing that up, I don't understand. The whole point was the people who started it came from the culture. It's us, because we have other cultures who at the inception of rap and hip hop looked down on rap and hip hop. They called it a lot of derogatory name music.
I just sent it to you. It ain't popping up on my shit.
All right, I'll hook up to it. But what you think about this, bro, when I load this clip up?
I just think I don't understand why people just don't acknowledge the fact. Like, if majority of blacks, Africans, in a sense, create something, then it's 9 times out of 10 gonna fall under the umbrella of black people. Now, of course, we're gonna acknowledge the exact point of where something was created or came from, but you're still not gonna take that away. And the difference is, it's not just, it transcends, because now, yeah, rap started in the Bronx, but it has transcended. This is why you break things down in different categories. This is why the South has their own sound. This is why the West Coast has their own sound. This is why we understand, yeah, this is all still part of the culture. We know it all. New York is in a different space. What was that?
I'm hooked up to the
Anything.
Bluetooth. Nah, I'm finna play the clip.
New York is in a different space. They have their own type of style of rap, which we know, even though it's changing. A lot of people are not originating from what they used to be on. And West Coast has a sound, down South has a sound. And I just think at the end of the day, it's Black culture regardless. We all part of the culture.
All right, so for anybody who may have not heard the clip, let's play the clip for y'all.
Thing going on about who started hip hop and who, whether Puerto Ricans was the backbone or whether Black people was the backbone of the culture. Now, hip hop is Bronx culture. All the shit that made hip hop, the building blocks of hip hop, it was formed in the Bronx. The first popular DJs, DJ Kool Herc, Bronx cat. The first turntablist, Flash, Bronx cat. The first guy to do the scratch, Grand Wizard Theodore, is a Bronx cat, right? The first MC, you're looking at him. I was born and raised in the Bronx, Monsignor Hospital. The Bronx culture is hip hop culture. So all this we shit, like you French, who's all the we? First of all, whoever's speaking about that, you wasn't even there. I'm there. I'm 16, 17 years old. They got the years old. I'm looking at Herc in them. If you want to talk about hip hop culture and have it being beneficial for somebody, then why ain't he supposed to benefit Herc? Why you can't ask Cass or somebody? Ask somebody that was there. You're just going to take it upon yourself. Oh yeah, well, so and so started the culture. This whole conversation is supposed to benefit the true founders and builders of hip hop. But you never even asked him. Did you ask Herc? Did you ask Big years old? Did you ask Biggs, or did you ask Flash? Well, Flash, what do you think about? Oh yeah, foundational Black Americans. We was Afro Americans probably back then. We wasn't even it was no foundational Black Americans. It wasn't the people wasn't behind hip hop other than the people that went to the jams in the Bronx. The point that you're trying to make is pointless because first you wasn't there. It was only Bronx cats in the very beginning. All this hip hop culture is really Bronx culture, but with culture, see, everybody could do it. So I'm not saying that everybody's not in on it. You are in on it, but it all started with the basic three crews: Flash, Bam, Herc. Did you ask?
See, but all that to say you could be a part of it made no sense, really. And then you saying we probably was Afro Americans or whatever he decided to say at the end of that didn't make no sense either. It's like you probably, if you there, you know for sure. Not discrediting him about being there, but things, evolution, they grow. And you know what I mean? And now it's at the point where he's really more upset that they're not mentioned when hip hop is talked about with the originators. They're not mentioned because people might go back as far as Slick Rick, Rakim, and different type of people. Generations have forgot about these people that he's named. Now, maybe old heads like him still remember, but a lot of the young from my generation, maybe a little generation older, and the young ones not gonna really remember. And a lot of people don't really even care. It's at the end of the day, we just look at it as hip hop is Black culture at the end of the day.
No, that's facts. And basically you hit the nail on the head. It sounds a little like jealousy, and it's a lot of contradictions. He said we weren't called foundational Black Americans. We were called Afro-Americans. Nigga, at the end of the day, it's Black. It's just a different term. I mean, back in the day, we used to be called Negroes. They're not walking around calling us Negroes anymore. They start calling us African Americans. Like, the name changed, but what you are, your ethnicity, that's still the same. Like he said, nobody was involved in it or wanted to be involved in it except the people who came to the jams in the Bronx. Well, who were the people at these parties? And then you name the three names, including yourself, who started it all. And every single last one of them, including yourself, is Black. So what are we even talking about at this point? I believe Herc is a Jamaican, and I believe one of the other cats come from Barbados, but they're still raised in the Bronx. So the influence is still Black American. No matter what you want to label it, foundational Black, Afro-American, Negroes, it doesn't matter. Those are just names. Those are just titles. We can call us whatever we want. But when you run that bloodline, that's who started it. That's who created it. But so I don't understand what he's even upset about. Oh, this is Bronx culture. Name anybody in the hip hop culture who does not acknowledge it started in the Bronx. Everybody on the West will tell you, yeah, we are influenced by New York rap by default because New York started rap. So anybody else who partakes in rap, you're basically taking it away. You're taking from what started in New York. And the reason they don't get mentioned, they started before the record deals. They started before the hit records. They started before music videos, before streaming, before CDs. They literally they started it. You created it. So a lot of times the creators don't get the credit. You ask a person who created the NBA. They probably couldn't tell you. Who created basketball? They couldn't tell you. You know who they could tell you about? Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, all their favorite NBA stars. But the originator, the person who created the game, seldomly is ever going to get mentioned or is ever going to get the credit. And that's what's happening here. Is you started it. There's really no recollection of who started it because it's been around for generations. So unless you were born in that generation and you remember them names, they're not getting brought up. You're not going to have a Gen Zer talking about Kool Herc. He wasn't around.
But even then, when it comes to that, like you use sports as a comparison, even though we know Jordan been out the game for so long, Jordan, we still might see him at a basketball game. He still might be involved with basketball. So it's like, how much are you involved still with the music? You can't be mad if you're still not making yourself known or relevant or still elevating, because people just took it to a whole different point. It's like, y'all could have been had this cracking in the Bronx. That's like us coming from, say if you coming from Brooklyn, then you get here, yeah, you influenced, but we take this, damn, well, this was going on here, put your own sauce on it. Now it's evolving. Yeah, it originated from here, but now it's evolving. We putting our own shit on it. Now this the Brooklyn way of doing something. This the Long Beach way of doing something. And that's how it goes from the South to the West Coast and different places. Not even just here. You can get this in the UK. They rapping. So it's a strong influence that started in the Bronx, but it comes and gradually moves everywhere else.
And you should be happy about that.
Right.
Something we started went worldwide and turned into a multi-billion-dollar industry. It's created billionaires. I believe that's also probably a reason he's a little upset.
He probably is not receiving the
not
money part, right?
Receiving the monetary gain. Going, how are these guys getting these millions and these billions, and we're not getting any of it? And we started it and we created it. Yeah, you created the art form, but you guys didn't have the mindset to make this into a business. Somebody else did and capitalized on it. Now you're salty about it. And what's cold is, instead of being salty about it, I'm pretty sure the culture would embrace y'all as being the creators if y'all were still active and around where we could see y'all. How many interviews y'all doing on these podcasts that's cracking right now? Come tell y'all stories. How many of these podcasts y'all reached out to? Hey, man, you know, we started hip-hop. We see the debates is going viral right now. Instead of lashing out the way he did, why you didn't go get Kool Herc and them other cats and say, hey, let's tell the story so we could set the record straight? Because it's a hot topic and any platform out there would want to book y'all, and it's going to go viral. So y'all still don't have the business mindset. You still stuck in that old school way. And that's what I be saying. A lot of these old niggas be stuck in their ways. Like, bro, hip hop went worldwide. The bottom line is people are low key standing up for y'all. You're mad at people defending you guys for creating it because people have said your names. Tariq Nasheed did a whole damn documentary giving y'all credit. How the fuck are you mad at that? We're stepping on the people trying to take your credit. Saying, oh, no, they didn't start it. It was Puerto Ricans. It was Spanish. It was this. It was these niggas. The Puerto Ricans got influenced. The ones who rocked with it, they got involved. And it went worldwide, and every culture is involved now. Like everything else in the world. Once it gets popularized, and it gets monetized, it's for everybody now. But what you're not gonna do is try to rewrite history and take claim to the fame. That's all people are saying. You're mad about that? Why niggas always on the wrong side of the fence when niggas is stepping for niggas? When blacks start stepping for blacks, it's always one black want to jump out of line and jump the fence over there and try to be inclusive with everybody. No, bro, it's cool to leave it at this is for everybody now. That's already understood. But what's also cool is by you being involved, accepting where it came from, not trying to rewrite history.
But he named all them. The niggas he named. I don't know if he said it was DJs and stuff like that. It's like they could be acting how you acting, but he's saying he's the first rapper. But it's like without the DJs, you wouldn't even have thought about rapping, or you wouldn't have thought about doing what you wouldn't have thought about being a part of if you didn't see them doing what they was doing. So it's like to me, it just sounds like it's a cry for help a little bit, like acknowledge me, you know what I mean? Like, this me, we did this. Fuck y'all mean, nigga. This shit bigger than Nino Brown, nigga. Fuck is you talking about? Like, nigga, this the Bronx culture, nigga. Nigga, what y'all mean we? Nigga, ain't none of that. All y'all blacks claiming this shit, all these other people. Yeah. But I think he was more so with the FBAs and stuff like that. I don't know why he jumped off the deep end on that, but it's just like you said, acknowledge the people, man. We acknowledge you. It's good. We glad and appreciate and are grateful that y'all was able to be wise enough to create something as great as it is, especially when it comes to music. So now it's just like, I don't understand. You basically just better just off coming out, like you said, with some type of something to get you some motion, to get the music to people to understand or people to actually care about y'all. Because people that do, it's mainly the old heads. But if you're not engaging or you're not keeping yourself a part of this culture that you created, why would people acknowledge you? You don't even want to be a part of it. At this point, you should have became an owner. You stopped hooping. You should have became a coach. From the coach, you should have been a GM. From the GM, you should have been an owner. Should have had your own team. Should have had your own label. Should have had your own all type of stuff, learning the business about it. Facts. Even though it's easier said than done, but why not be that involved? Who's not going to want to work with you?
Super facts. Melly Mel, the Viral Way podcast is sending you, Kool Herc, and whoever else was there with you who started hip-hop to come sit on the couch and let's talk about it. Let's lay the story out because you obviously want to get the credit. You want the notoriety. And you guys deserve that.
And I was just about to say, don't get it wrong. Y'all deserve it.
Don't think we shitting on y'all. It's just you went about it the wrong way, bro. You're lashing out at your own people. That's not the way to do it. The people is embracing y'all. Look how many people rallied up behind y'all to defend y'all. The culture start forming like Voltron on these niggas. Like, nah, you're not finna play with us, bro. We gonna give the credit where it's due. Now, as far as the monetary gain, there gotta be a way to get that for y'all. I mean, shit, Netflix doing documentaries for everybody, bro. Let's get involved. Tap in. Let's talk behind the scenes. We can, shit, you know what? Let me not even talk on that.
Already, because I was finna say that's it, because you're gonna get him give it to him. It's $1 million plan.
Yeah, I'll give it to you. But somebody give us the credit if this goes down or get us involved. You feel me? Because there's been no biopics of the creation of hip hop on the big screen. Imagine a movie, the creation of hip hop on the big screen. This some like Spike Lee type shit. Somebody like Spike got to do this.
Right, taking them on blocks, showing them how it really originated, how it formed.
Take it back, because you said you was there at 16. Let's get some real actors. Let's get some blockbuster names. Let's get some up-and-coming names. Let's get some people that's cracking in the media, these podcasters. You get some streamers. Like, let's really do it up for the culture and get this shit in the theaters on a bigger scale and tell y'all stories so y'all can get some of the proceeds from this.
And I'm going to tell y'all how to make it great. You start off a little bit by showing how life was in the Bronx a little bit before, and then you lead up to that point where y'all got to the point of creating hip hop.
Exactly. When y'all was them little kids sitting in the projects and the DJ formed, then the the MC formed, then you had the break dancers, then you had the graffiti art. Yeah. Like, you really could turn this into a multiple series because you can go to the essence of breakdancing, Then you could branch it off to the essence of graffiti. And then you can break off to how it spread worldwide. Now you can do a movie of how hip hop started on the West, how hip hop started down South, the Midwest, how it went worldwide to Japan, motherfucking Afghanistan. We got Indian rappers now doing drill. Africans. Like, really think about this, bro. This shit could be monumental.
That could be.
This is where you can get your recognition and your money. We just want a percentage for tossing an idea.
And you're going to get way more by making a series. Don't even do the movie. Do the series. Because that can go on forever.
Oh, you know what? 50, what's up, cuz? You been doing it all. 50 got this. We already know 50 going to do this shit right.
And if 50 involved himself the way he hit the scene,
exactly.
Niggas don't want to see that. Even though a lot of his shit is documented, but from his perspective, that'll be some cold shit. Because you got way too many rappers that can really take you different places.
And then, man, you could break down when the mixtape scene started.
The rap battling, the
DJ,
freestyling,
the rap battle, like,
niggas
bro,
battling on the corners.
Oh
This
my
shit,
God.
wow. We might have to make it ourselves.
Exactly, man. We could go fucking
Mark, come
seasons.
holler at us, man. We gonna get the videos. We gonna get the cameras. We gonna tap in every piece of the culture, man.
Hey, 50,
You
holla
know,
at us, man. We just need the budget, man. Tap in. Because this could be monumental for the culture. The culture ain't had nothing that would shift the culture like that in a while.
That's facts.
In a while. Really, we could break this down for 10 seasons. 50, holla at us. Netflix, holla at us. Hulu, holla at us. Tubi, holla at us. Melly Mel, for sure. Tap in. The viral way.